Have a delivery. Up and down and double G. They didn't fix the fucking graphics, did they? Oh wait, custom. Yeah, just kill my PC. Yeah, just whatever. I don't care. Too tired to change. All right, let's go get me a sword. Do some chapters in. Oh, I deserve a break. Fuck this shit, man. All right. Nice. Where is the? Oh, my salad. Have some water. How to get infinite money? No, infinite XP, gold, and abilities. Nah, I don't want none of this. Oh, that's good. You just have to change the name. Yeah. Where is the? Oh yeah, I have 3 videos. Oh boy. Fuck it. We bow. Wanted to do the you really cannot skip the ads? Damn. Okay, it's gonna yap a bunch. Okay, I think I know. So you go. Oh yeah, you kinda. Where's the camera? Holy shit! Is it here in the middle of fucking nowhere? God damn! Wait, little pot. I think here. Damn! Oh yeah, there. Holy shit! Something like this. Holy moly, macaroni. Pestazione. But yeah, at least there's one teleporter there. Yeah, and then you get there. He's teleporting. Okay. Motherfucker, yeah, for I swear to God. Let's go 1.5. Yeah, on the thing. Then you wanna go. Okay. Oh. On the teleport you go. Ah, I know. Wait. Was it on the big skeleton dude? Yeah, it was in the big skeleton dude. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, fuck. That's far as fuck, bro. Let me see. But I think it's worth it. And then there is nearby loot. Okay, you can just go pick up. Ah, yeah, he said that there is some bullshit. But that's going to be on the cave. Okay. And then you go down. Of course, you have to enter. And then you go in there. And then sellable location. Let me see this one. What's the point of this? Wait. What is this sword that he has? I don't care. Wait, what is this sword that he has? Man, what the fuck is this sword? Okay. Okay, hey. Off we go, let's get it. Sheesh, you think I'm not gonna go? I'm trying to call the... Wow. There you go. I'm like, why the fuck this motherfucker here? Can I move to destination? How about you suck my dick?
Run.
Get him.
Yeah.
My brother ain't.
Ho. Ho.
Let's go. About 5,000, damn.
Yeah.
No matter, let's go.
Ho. Yeah.
Now, why the hell would there be something like this here? Okay. Okay, let's go. I think stamina should last a little bit longer. You do one jump, look at this, all the stamina gone. So not only you get better stamina, but you... Okay, there's a bridge. Let's go. Boom, got it. Okay. Huh? Brother. Huh? Hmm. Man, that's far. That's far as hell. But what matters is my greed. Why can't I move? Oh, I'm not moving. Let's go. Go here, go to the other side. Bro, there are people complaining. Oh, all you do is fight bandits at the beginning. Like what?
Yeah.
Man, I swear people don't. You wanna eat salad? Really? Really? Dumb fuck.
Fatta! Ja. Run!
You won't walk away.
Ja! Fatta! Go! Hop! Hiya! Hiya! Fatta!
feels as if it's about to come alive. These ribs are bigger than a fence. And its skull is as large as a boulder. Could it be connected to the ancient beings? To think such a being truly existed!
It must have been buried here for ages. The records are gone, but the traces remain.
If a giant such as this still lived, I'd not wish to imagine it.
It would have devoured mountains and villages whole.
Your sword. Now, if you jump straight down from the waypoint, there's also 2 more important pieces of gear to grab. This first one can be found in this kind.
Oh, I think it's above the water. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Bro, I forgot how to do that. Oh, it's left shift, of course. Maybe I got it wrong. Hold on. Okay. Okay, then what?
Kind of like shrine. You just basically jump down to the river, and then are pretty. The Ashad plate boots. These are also not boots for Cliff. They're for Unga. So you're getting from. For the noble bow, you're gonna want to travel to Peilun, and then we're just heading north to.
Why would I want the noble bow? I don't get it. Oh my god.
Weapons, and surprisingly, a lot of them can be acquired from relatively early, assuming you can stay alive for long enough to reach them. But that's why today I'm going to show you how to find these amazing options, including an alternative dark armor set to the one from yesterday. Of course, if at any point you find this video useful, a sub to the channel helps a lot, so let's dive right in. Even better. Next, we've got a greatsword or longsword in this case called the Hound. This has a pretty interesting ability called Hound's Claws. If you use this ability, it's easy to spam, and by the way, it's a 360 radius, which means we can move on to the next section, which is going to bring us right here to the Spire of Frost on this side of the map in Daemonis. It's basically going to be a very frigid region, but one that can already give you a part of the set we're going to be going for, which is Frost-Cursed Plate Boots, as well as a really awesome greatsword. So this is something that you can also start via a questline around chapter 6, Lantern Lit Frost, which if you just complete the first part, will give you the Frost-Cursed Plate Boots for free, but I'm going to show you a free alternative in a cave nearby as well, which means we can move on to the next section, which is going to bring us right here to the Spire of Frost on this side of the map in that.
Is here. What? Here.
It's basically going to be a
Lamau. It's so from here. Wait, no, wait. Here. That's the place. Alright. Can we teleport or not really? Not really. Alright, off we go. Say again?
Did you think there was something like shrimp?
Some?
Some shrimp on the floor.
This is not shrimps. I think this is from the pizza. This looks like mushroom from the pizza.
Oh, yeah, it's mushroom. It
Oh,
doesn't look like shrimp.
llama.
Ingredients. But it has to do
Bro, I told you to go to the shop, no? You don't want?
I know that shit.
Okay. Have a nice day. Okay? What's happening? Don't tell me this is a boss. Why am I getting high? Lost the health. What? Let me get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. I cannot see anything. Was it not mid? Oh my god, I'm forgetting the controls. No. Yeah. Yeah, I think I fucked up. think I was here. Go, go, go. No, I don't care. There you go. Okay, good. Back with the snow. Okay. Horse. Oh my fucking god. Wait. How to heal horse in some desert.
Hiya.
My brethren. My brethren. There's nothing here. What the fuck? Bro, why you? You cannot be like all the traits are good. The pizza should pizza itself. If you add ketchup and just some cover, yes. Ugh. Jak tam Ola gotuje? Thank you.
Mega.
Whoa, 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 where is the kiss tax? Bro, look at this. Fish. I ship it way too much. Wow. Oh.
Yeah. Hiya. Hiya.
You remind me of...
Get going.
You've mistaken me for someone else.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
I'll see you caught! Mark my words! Are you a gladiator or a jester? I loathe you!
These cores may go completely to waste if you place them in these two item sockets. And I will show you how to unlock your true potential to become way stronger in the mid to late game in Crimson Desert, getting extra powers and even the ability to unleash all elemental attacks all in one. So if you end up finding this video useful, a sub to the channel really helps out, and let's begin. Now let's begin by getting the crucial part out of the way, and that's the fact that if you're using any attack gems, so attack speed, critical rates, or even pure damage on either your feet or your gloves, they pretty much go to waste for your weapons unless you're using a pure barehanded build. That's because they only apply to that specific attack type. So let me give you an example. In this case, I have a default crit rate of level 4, which is exclusively right now provided by my accessories. And let's say I want to socket 2 more gems, each providing plus 3 critical rates, so that's plus 6 in total. If I were to apply these to my gloves, for example, you're going to notice that my crit rate of level 4 simply did not change. And that is because it only applies when I actually switch to my barehanded combat right here from the wheel menu. So that's why it's only when I switch to this style of combat that you see my crit rate actually changing, and even then it's only going to be for the gloves. Meaning that the only type of attack that benefits from the crit rate increase in this case are the ones performed by my hands. So essentially anything like punches, grapples, and whatnot. Everything else, like weapon attacks and even kicks, do not, because as you can see, the plate boots do not even benefit from it whatsoever. It's still default level 4. In fact, it would be even worse to place these types of stats on boots, because it's only attacks made by your feet, so basically kicks, that will even benefit from it. So that's why the major takeaway over here is that unless you're going with a full melee brawler build, avoid putting any of those damage stats on either the gloves or the boots, because you will not benefit from them. Instead, put them on the weapon you're actually going to be using. And if otherwise you do want to go with a melee brawler build, then do place those damage stats, but on the gloves, as that's where the majority of your damage will be coming from anyway. Instead, what I recommend putting on either of them are some of the following, because the following sockets actually do work in a more general sense and will apply to your whole build no matter what. So this includes anything that has damage reduction or movement speed. You can see, for example, here that I had a level 6 damage reduction, so 3 was from the boots I just applied to, and another one was from the chest. But it also works with elemental resistances, ability triggers like active abilities right here, or even bonuses to gathering resources. So just pick any of these if you're going with a weapon build. Now there are some exceptions to this rule, and it mostly goes for the shields. Here is a trick with the shields to benefit from its defenses even if you're not using the shield in combat. And the thing about this is that if you're going with a two-handed build, if you keep your shield on the back, you're going to get its full benefits, or at the very very least its defenses. So let me show you an example right here. If I were to dual wield, I obviously have to take away my shield from the slot, so you will see that it drops from 71 defense here to just 56, which is basically how much that shield would have increased my armor by. But if I were to put back the shield and then swap to my two-handed weapon and take it out, you're going to notice that I actually still have the full 71 defense from it. I'm taking full benefit of that bonus that I got from the shield, whereas if I were to swap to a different weapon, you can see me losing that defense bonus completely. So in situations where you're going pure two-handed weapons, you're going to want to have the shield equipped in that slot so that you gain full benefits out of it, even if you're not physically pulling it out. Which brings us to the third tip for another way to more generally affect your build with crit rate, attack speed, and attack power. You're going to be looking for the jewelry itself. So as you level up jewelry, you're going to notice that some of them get increased attack speed or critical rate. Typically, when it comes to rings, you can find ones that either give you attack speed or crit rate. So focus on whichever one you want for your build. If you want more speed for your attacks, obviously attack speed is the one for you. By the time you max them out, they should have level 2 or even level 3 in attack speed. Meanwhile, for the earrings, typically they drop with movement speed. So this is going to help you to move faster. And finally, necklace typically is with critical rate. I've seen some with extra defenses too, if you want to go with something like that. But you can make up for some of the lacks in your other parts of the gear with accessory is what I'm saying. And while we're on the subject, we also have to talk about the two different types of weapon categories we have in the game. There are two major ones. One includes weapons that focus on pure raw attack power and no other secondary stat. And then we also have combination weapons, which provide a combination between attack power and the secondary stats like either crit rates or attack speed. The difference is that the weapons that focus purely on attack power will reach higher attack power levels at the maximum level, typically by +4 compared to their counterparts. Whereas the ones that are a combination, like in this case, you will see have about -4 in attack power at max level, but have 3 extra levels in crit rates or attack speed, depending on what weapon type it is. It's going to be level 2, by the way, for one-handed weapons, so yeah, it's pretty much going to balance out as it factors in dual wielding. And that is why in this case I recommend going with combination weapons most of the time, because 4 into attack power may not actually bring you that much given how you can get it from other sources, but being able to critical hit more often or swing your attacks more quickly may actually see a bigger increase in DPS, at least in the full endgame. Anyway, let's keep on going, and for the mid to end game, your next goal will eventually be to further increase the max cap of your basic stats, so max cap of HP, stamina, and spirit. And you probably noticed that once you hit level 10 or 11 in each one of them, they now require you to complete a specific research and will also require a new set of materials besides the typical Abyss artifact. And that's because every single one of the 3 has one specific research you have to unlock in 3 distinct locations, so I will show them to you right now and then focus on them a little bit more. So to increase the max cap of your HP, you will need to complete the research at the Scholar Stone Institute. To increase the max cap of your spirit, you will need to do the same, but for Kororin, which is that hidden trailers in Crimson Desert, farm infinite amounts of gold bars, and other tricks that took me the longest time to discover. Even like after 150 hours, I'm surprised there are so many things still left there. And let's get started with some extra help to save on a lot of Abyss cores, because even just around the starting city of Hernand, there are at the very minimum 8 free skills that you can get, which means saving on quite a lot of Abyss cores doing this. And you can already start doing this the moment you spawn in Hernand, so from chapter 1. So first of all, head over directly to Lioncrest Manor, where you will get 2 free skills. One is going to be from the archer in the main courtyard, so simply approach, observe, and that's going to teach you the charge shot ability for absolutely free. From here, follow my steps and go behind the manor. Here you will encounter 2 soldiers training with one another, but if you get close and observe, you're going to learn the counter. From this point on, we're going to make our way outside of the courtyard once again, and instead go to the right side of this flight of stairs, where we will reach some training grounds. Here we can learn at least 3 abilities. So if you pay attention to the first soldier, you're going to already learn some extra proficiency for the spinning slash. Then the one next to him, if you observe, you're going to learn extra proficiency, but for your R2 heavy attack. If you come in later with Damian, she's also going to learn the spinning kick from the last soldier here. Plus, if you missed the counter, you can also technically learn it from the spear soldier right here at the start of the arena. But besides this, we have a couple more. So another one will be at the second training grounds, this time around a bit south of Hernand. There are a bunch of children training here, so if you observe them, you will also learn an extra proficiency in what's essentially your fisted combat. And I have at least one more, which is going to be essentially during the moment you learn the Nature's Grasp. During this moment, a cat belonging to a shy girl will bring you to the location, so Nature's Grasp is unavoidable. However, what is missable is that there's a second skill inside that you can learn if you pull out your lantern. So if you observe here as well, you can also learn the focus mechanic without having to invest any core in it. And what this helps you with essentially is that now you have 8 Abyss cores that you don't have to invest in these proficiency points or outright abilities any longer. Even if you reset your skill points, you're going to get those cores back if you already invested them, and you can now put them into something else. Trust me, Abyss cores will become very important by mid to late game, so this is going to save quite a bit. But I'm still surprised how many interactions the game offers that I never even thought about, and up until recently I was kind of playing like your typical noob. Essentially going up vertically was double jumping and using my force palm, but that is highly inefficient. A much better way is to use this third upgrade to your stab ability, the one called Aerial Stab. And what this lets you do is after a double jump, if you use a sword and a shield, you can then transition into R1 plus triangle and essentially use the aerial stab in any direction you want, including up into the sky. And you can go ahead and spam it for as long as you have stamina and basically gain more and more height the more you do it, making it a lot easier to reach high up places like going over castles, walls, or pretty much mountains. At this point, it's literally just going to make things a lot easier than it's ever been. And it also costs way less stamina per meter traversed vertically compared to something like the grab jump that we did up until now. Totally use it. It's going to help you with some of the tips coming up in just a little bit. And that brings us to point number 3, how to unlock the amazing Grey Wolf armor set. The same one that you see on the game's cover art, the same one that you've seen in many of the previous trailers, and also quite a lot of you have been asking me about its location. Well, you actually get it during the mission called the Wolf's Ballad, which essentially opens up as you progress a little bit in the main story, but also as you So if you just follow that quest, you're going to be brought to this location, you can speak to him, and during this you're going to have an encounter against a very familiar boss you've seen before, which is the Queen Stoneback Crab. So I'm going to show you some quick strategies to take it down. There are only 2, give or take. One is just use heavy Grey Wolf leather armor set. And this is, by the way, how it's going to look. In my opinion, it's definitely a lot more grounded, makes a lot of sense. Trust me, there are some boss fights where this really comes in handy. Now, if you want to further color that and want the color black, for example, well, specifically a black dye has not been fully discovered yet, there is a way to actually achieve. You've noticed that there's a table with a small red bottle on it. If you destroyed it, chances are you didn't notice that it's actually on the ground, but you will need a mask because for some reason you have to steal it when nobody's left around. Maybe they should fix that. But once you steal it, you can consume it from the inventory, and now you can use it back at the camp. When you check this out at the dye specialist, you're going to notice that its darkest version actually gets pretty dark in the pockets of noblemen. But if you do this in cities like Hernand, there are a lot of guards nearby, so you're going to get caught. However, a much better location is one that to get infinite amounts of gold bars if you know where you're looking, which is essentially going to be in the pockets of noblemen. But if you do this in cities like Hernand, there are a lot of guards nearby, so you're going to get caught. However, a much better location is one that doesn't feature any guards. And the best location for that is literally right here south of the Daemoness City at the Wildlife Park on this side of the map. And when you get to this location, you will notice a lot of people in bunny hats. Well, if you just pick up your lantern and scan, you're going to notice that you can now see what they have in their pockets. If it's a regular goods bag, or like in this case, if it is a series of gold bars. So these are the ones we're going to exclusively target for pickpocketing. And on a quick note, here is how you're going to want to pickpocket. First of all, put on the mask. Then you're going to want to bump into the target, and as you bump into them, spam or hold down square, which is then going to immediately pickpocket them. That's basically the way you're going to want to pickpocket targets. And the beauty about this location is that since there are no guards, we can just run away a few meters, stay outside of the radius, and yeah, all of that heat is pretty much gone, meaning that we can go ahead and pretty much repeat. Look out for other NPCs, and there's a decent chance you may find another one that for some reason carries literal gold bars in their pockets. We will do the same, and pretty much do this as many times as it takes. Pretty much every NPC may hold anywhere between 1 all the way to 5 gold bars. Actually, that can happen, and in a single pickpocket, you're going to get all of them. Now, every now and then, you may encounter that some of them only have regular bags. There are actually multiple levels to this location, so you can just go further down, where you'll encounter even more of these noblemen with the bunny masks. So rinse and repeat, and in case any of them give you regular loot, that's just RNG. What you can do is just get out of the heat zone, then drop back in and try to pickpocket them again. They will not mind it, and you should definitely get that gold bar or gold bars on the second try. And here's the result. Basically, we got like 6 gold bars in a matter of just a few minutes. If you did this for longer, you could probably get like tens of thousands of silver basically and do whatever you want with it, but this is more than enough. Now, from this point on, we kind of have a couple of options. We can go ahead and sell it, but that only gives us 190 silver. A lot more efficient is to actually go at any bank and sell them or transform them into 500 silver, which is obviously much better. But you also have some investment options, and I played around with this, and I'm disappointed, so let me show you. I basically gave 2 whole bars to this guy, which is essentially 1,000 silver, and I came back about 40 hours later. He pretty much invests, and every 22 hours you're going to get a result, either positive or negative. So I went with the riskiest of investment strategies, and this guy cannot even beat today's inflation rate. Literally, he's making 2% on a high-risk investment. I don't know how that is even possible. I think this guy's from Wall Street Bets or something, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it at it. I'm still rich as hell, so it doesn't really matter because I can afford it. But give it a try, you may have some surprises. How to unlock Dew Haven, become friendly with them, get the quest in the area, and more important, get access to the research guide that gives you access to a really amazing advanced tool that lets you get flawless timber. So let me show you how to do it. So for this, you're going to need to travel to Delasia on this side of the map. However, you're going to notice that all soldiers here are hostile. Even if you help them liberate castles, they will still continue to be hostile. And there may be some missions somewhere that I missed, but actually I have a much technology research. Go ahead, interact with the NPCs and the locations. Once you do it, very good with legendary mounts taming, because horses will no longer be scared of you either, so you no longer have to waste stamina chasing them down, making their capture a lot easier. So let me show you what you need. Basically, you will have to complete the first research mission for Pororin, which is very easy. After for you, and that is you can actually get the stash of almost any vendor in the game back at your camp if you get the permit for it. And to get those permits, you just have to reach 100 trust and then activate from your inventory. The moment you do that, it's almost... So this way you can just go to innkeepers in every town, get trust to 100, and then when you go back to your own cook back at the camp, they will now sell at least one recipe that NPC also sold. So this is going to help you increase the number of food items any guards. And the best location for that is literally right...
Those are this mission. Hmm. Brother. What? Huh? Okay. Okay, brother. Multiplayer. I have 1,000 on my wrist. I wanna do that mission, bro. I thought you crashed again. Let's go. Okay. just, it's just going with it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, hell yeah. Just going with it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. No. Oh my god. I think it didn't save. You know what? Let me get the fuck out of here. Ah.
Of all the rotten.
Wait. You know, just in case. Just fucking in case. There you go.
Yeah. Hiya. Go.
Yeah.
Ho. Ho. Hiya. Hiya.
Is that Korean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why am I FPS so low?
Yeah. Ho. Ho.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Hiya.
Just go to this stupid mission. Damn, 60 FPS.
Ho. Ho. Yeah. Hiya. You want me guys? Yeah. Hiya. Ho. Ho. Hiya. Yeah. Ho.
Go!
Hiya. Ho. Yeah. Ho. Ho. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Ho. Hiya.
I was like, maybe I'm missing something, but then I come here, look at the performance, man.
Well,
not the finest goods you'll find, but they'll serve you well enough.
Wow. Bro, I'm not near where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Oh, it's not.
you arrogant.
Okay.
Go.
My God. Nah, this rate we won't be able to play. Okay. Bonfire?
My bait never goes unbit. That's guaranteed.
Okay, so I guess next time.
Yeah. Hiya.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tremor! Hey, Tremor! You really get all your cows stolen? What do you do to bring Solomon Scorn down upon?
Okay. We made it. Oh shit.